Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a Shade Indonesia crafter rendition, if you will. I'm super excited about this one, guys. This channel is about learning and growing and moving forward and doing all kind of blades. Now, this is probably the most normal thing you'll ever see from Shany, to be honest with you. And let me just tell you this, I freaking love it. The head is 5160. I'll have to find out for you on the handle material, but it feels unbelievable in hand. Razor sharp, just like everything Shany does. Let me give you just a couple of specs. This is new to me, and that's why I love this channel and love doing this channel. We do different things. Now, I'm going to call it the blade length from the edge all the way to the hammer pole is 5. Let's see, man, that's every bit of 5 3/8. You have about 3.5 inches of cutting edge. Wicked beard. The handle length, I'll give you a handle length on this thing. The handle length is right at 14 inches. So a really good swinging blade. The blade stock, well, looks like the blade stock, or what it was made out of, looks to be 1/2 inch for the blade. Awesome hammer pole. This is what you're going to see in this video, man. Me trying to review a hatchet. Just to be straight up honest with you, this thing is badass. I'm just going to let it do a lot of its own talking. I love it. It's light, it's fast, it hits hard, and it's Shany does 5160 as good, if not better, than anyone in the business. Through everything, there's not a chip, there's not a roll, there's none of that. And we try to show some multiple uses. Now, here's the thing. Just like everything else, I was going to be like, I'll do 7 or 8 minutes of this and roll on. Not because I don't like it, I love it, but I thought, well, you know, hatchet, you'll cut, you'll chop, we'll hammer some stuff in. But honest to God, I just got to having so much fun with it, and it's such a pleasure to work with that we went about 13 minutes and 15 seconds. We were out there a while testing this. I was over at the studio, cleaning up, getting it ready. Before we get too far into this thing, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. We talk about that every single video. That's why here at Choir Boys Outdoors, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. And all that means is, vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo all to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quitting. So, the crafter. Man, I love this thing. I absolutely adore this damn thing. Now, this part, it took me a minute, honestly, just to try to set things up, and normally I would have sped through this or, you know, edited it out, but I wanted to leave it in for this right here. Split that right in two. And again, guys, this channel for me is learning. We use big knives all the time, huge blades. That's what I use. Watch this. Bip. One more time. Bip. Bip. Here's what you'll see, though, as this video goes on. The usage gets better and better and better. This thing is incredibly tough. Now, right here, we're just making a little salad, little slaughter. Cut some things up, and let me just say this, because I get this all the time. We are at our studio. We are at our campground. This is private property. I've been told by the owner that he needs it cleared up. We're going to clear it off. We've got a plan in place. So to all my dear tree-hugging friends, the trees that we are moving out of there start off as weeds. You can't build with them. They're pretty good to burn with, but that's about it, okay? So I'm going to remove 1 or 2 here and there. It's just life. This is a piece of oak. I'm just going to let you listen to a couple of these bashes. The thing with this oak that you see, it's off the big tree laying there. There's parts of it, yeah, it's rotted. You can see that. You can hear that. But the center of that sumbitch is harder than a brick bat. And we take some good hard swings. And I'll be honest with you, completely honest, This thing got some wicked, wicked bites. If you need something done, custom or otherwise, hit Shany up over at Shade. I've told y'all a million times, I'm not the damn QVC. Don't plan on ever becoming the QVC. But there's just certain guys that I support and I believe in, and Shany's one of them, right? He builds a tough, sharp blade. And what more do you want? Now look right here. We keep going. Chopped all the way through it. Let's take a look, Scabber. Dude, look, it's still got that polished edge. Held on there very, very well. There was no loosening during any of this video. Now, Kirk handed me this one. He said, this one's pretty tough, and this was a bad example, but we wanted to cut more and do as much chopping as we could. Blew through this one. Now, over the next couple of weeks, you'll see me out at the studio more and more, and we'll start our burn barrel up, and you see Kirk there in the background. This right here impressed me, okay? I haven't used a hatchet in forever, and not a whole lot at that, but I want to just focus on this real quick. This is a very green limb, literally and figuratively, but this blade is super sharp. And the one thing, man, that I've really love about it, holding it in that grip right there, it's almost like a damn knife, like a scalpel. And what we're doing is we're just building a tent peg, okay? Something basic, something easy, something standard, but something that we all need if we're going to be out in the woods camping. I tapped it, now right there, just a couple of light taps, okay? So it's light enough to tap to give me something to edge into. It's sharp enough to scrape out of there, and you can see that right there. Easy to control. The control of this thing is incredible. Sharpness, control, and toughness. Three things that I look for. Now right here, we're just going to clean it out a little bit. My point there is you can do fine work. Perfect little tent peg. Good job, Scabber. Now let's go hammer this thing in. We were sitting there talking back and forth about different things to do because it's a hatchet. You chop with it. That's what you do. But then you turn around and you start looking. Well, no, it's got a hammer pole. It's a tool. Very comfortable to use. Very fast in hand. Now, again, to my tree hugging friends, this is one that had to come out. So we're going to bring it out. Kurt gave me another one to do before we chop that down. We wanted to hammer it in. Show you the hammer pole does work incredibly well. So what you have is, this thing is light in hand, man. And I keep saying that, but it's fact. But when you spin it over for that hammer pole, you've got a legit hammer in your hand. So it goes from hatchet to hammer really quick. Drive it in there. That way when I'm walking next weekend and I forget about them, I can trip over both of them. But that's okay. You know, old Scabber's here for you. Now watch the bites right here. Just get some monster blows right there. And again, guys, for these videos, I've said this before, I'll say it again. A lot of times I'm not doing this. When you see me chopping 4x4s and stuff like that at work, yeah, I'm trying to set a time with it. When you see me at the studio or in the woods, we're trying to demonstrate more the control of the tool, about said the wrong thing. Control the tool, and this is a tool. It can be a weapon. You go upside somebody's head with it and it's over. But I'm trying to show you the control, the speed, etc. And you can see that, and I do that by working my way around. I might, before this thing's over, just try to take one down with speed, but not this video. And you see the stuff just flying there, man. This thing, for something so damn light, it hits insanely hard. And being super sharp and super tough helps. Now, I got 3 or 4 minutes left. Did a couple different things with it. I'm processing this up. I'm going to build me a little wall. If you look straight back through that gap, you see them sticks there? I'm building me kind of a wall because this is going to be my bushcraft shelter area. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to do some primitive shelters there. We're going to do some different stuff. Check the head again. Held on there very well. Now, we came to the house and we're going to spend 3 or 4 minutes on this fat wood. just when I was in Alabama, Mr. Rubin went out in the woods and came back with just a brick of fat wood. And if you watch the channel, you've seen me chop on it a couple different times with different things. This axe, this crafter wasn't taking prisoners. I mean, look at excellent bites. And you're talking about light or not, fat wood. Just straight nature's diesel right there. Nature's gasoline, nature's napalm. I've heard it called all of that. Sweet, sticky, icky. All of it. And the crafter had no problem. Again, no chips, no rolling, no none of that. So it's able, and now, let me be honest with you right here. I'm swinging on this light or not. Man, that stuff smells good, and you see it split open. You're not going to see me hit this stuff wide open because every stick of that stuff I'm trying to save, to harvest. That's that precious of a resource to me. I just didn't want, so you won't see me just hauling off and blowing pieces all over the yard. I try to keep it more controlled. Right there, just processing it up. That's what I want to do. I'm trying to bag this stuff up. I'm going to send it to folks in the community. And again, you get a good look. You can see that good, rich honey color there. The crafter has no problem. Just, I honest to God believe, and I'm going to do some kayaking trips this summer that I'm going to take this with, where we might do some stealth camps. I honestly believe I could take this, and from a camp standpoint, I'll always have some kind of small knife, but I think this would suffice for any kind of wood processing, any kind of shelter building, anything like that. And I think it'll be good to put it to the test. The handle's insanely smooth. Grips, contours to the hand insanely well. Whether we're doing like right there, and I didn't get the best angle, but man, that beard, you can see that fat wood just peeling off of there. Thin strips, and really, really good. Hey, real quick, guys, got a little over a minute left. Couple shout outs. Look how thin that shit is, man. Dude. Hey, guys, listen. Bear's Old Ways. Let's focus on Mr. Bear. Bear Buchanan is an awesome, awesome guy. I got to speak with him at Blackie's. He has a channel. It's called Bear's Old Ways. I will pin a link to his channel in the comments. Please go over there. He's super close to 1,000. He does Bear's Old Ways. He and Blackie do a lot of videos together. That's a lot of info if you want to get in the woods, if you're a young guy wanting to get in, or if you're an old guy wanting to learn more. Bear's Old Ways. And then, of course, we got Shany, Shade Indonesia, who has a channel. Check him out. Subscribe to his stuff. He is an amazing maker, an awesome brother in the blade, and much love goes out to Brother Shany. Listen, here's the deal. I'm Scab. You're not. Let's just let this thing play out. I'm gone, son. Thank you for everything and all you guys do for me. Love y'all.